Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well and safe. Alright, now as I promised you from my last video, uh, the speaking test video, I have promised you to do a specific video in terms of how to tackle the speaking test number one, the task number one under the speaking test. So in that case, once you go and sit in front of the examiner face to face, first of all he will greet you, and you should understand he will check your identity. All right, in the prior to that he will just introduce himself to you, and then he will be asking your basically name and the identification, the candidate number, name, and sometimes address, as a, you know, those small things. And after that, what you do is he will be asking some general questions from you. Okay, and those questions can vary upon about your family, work, friends, current happenings, and hometown, the place you live, and your house, so on and so forth. So in that case, don't worry. Okay, so I will come back to that part in a while. I mean, when it comes to the prior discussion, in the sense when he's asking the identity, you should always stay prepared, because we never know what sort of information that he wanted. So as a result, if you start muttering in front of him and thinking how to say like this, what the information that you need to disclose or not, don't go for such extent. Don't think too much. So in the case, be transparent, say the truth always. And in order to tackle whatever situation that is happening, not even just for this IELTS examiner, even in your visa application process, they might sometimes ask you to introduce about yourself. Even you go for local job market, or even foreign, because you guys wanted to migrate, no, so even you go for even McDonald's, you imagine, in the initial discussion, at least from over the phone, they will ask, okay, fine, give me a brief introduction about yourself. So what are you going to say? Actually, if I start talking in depth, this will become a spoken English class. But still, even though it's IELTS, I'm just, helping you to shine well, furnish well your future from the knowledge that I've acquired so far with hardcore effort and dedication. Nobody was there to teach me. I did everything by myself. Okay, so in that case, I tackled all the interviews, and I'm only in this position. And because I'm working also full time and I'm doing classes. And in that case, what I want to tell you is you need to introduce yourself basically based on 4 main points. That's more than enough, short and sweet. What is that? Number one, personal information. Under that, you need to mention what your name, age, and where are you from. Okay, guys? And number two is family information. Under that, you need to mention whether you're single or you're married. Number two. All right? And number three is, number one is personal, number two is family information, number three is educational qualifications. Under that, you need to mention the last school or the reason, the final last school which you have attended, and the most highest academic or professional qualification that you have at the moment. All right, and that means CIMA, degree, MBA, whatsoever, I don't know. And fourth point will be the work experience, because this is not a job interview, no. Even in front of the IELTS exam, it's not a job interview. So if it's a job interview, of course you need to add this part for sure. You need to mention about the current employer, service duration, and the designation. Did you understand? That is a basic sort of a level of introduction that you can do in front of anyone, anyone. All right, get use of it. You will get the immediate advantage in the future. Trust me on that. You will remember me at that time. Number one, personal information. Number two, family information. Number three, educational qualifications. And number four, work related experience and exposure. Okay, under your personal information, now you might be asking, so what should I explain? Yes, you need to mention about your name, age, and where are you from. Okay, number two is family information. Under that, you need to mention, I told you you're single. No, if you're single, you need to say that I'm single and I'm living with my parents. And you need to mention how many members are there in your family, who are they, and what are they doing. Okay, done. Imagine you are married, then you need to say, imagine that you don't have children, no kids. So then you need to say, when it comes to my family information, I'm married with no children, and my wife's name is X, and she's a banker or whatever. Okay, if you have kids, when it comes to my family information, I'm married with 2 children, not 2 child, 2 children. And my wife's name is X, and she's a banker. And my son is just 3 years old. Whatever. You tell it, alright? Number 3 is education qualification. Definitely you need to mention the school that you attended and the most highest academic or professional qualifications that you have at the moment. Okay. Number 4 is work experience and exposure. Great. So let me give you a small demonstration session for you to understand the situation. Another speech. Thank you very much. My name is Kanishka Abeysekara and I'm from Norway. When it comes to my family information, I'm living with my parents and there are altogether 5 members in my family, such as father, mother, brother, including myself, sister including myself. My father is a businessman, my mother is a housewife. My brother is a doctor, as well as my sister is still schooling. And if I'm going to talk about my education qualifications, I've studied at IBSL College, Colombo. And after the completion of my advanced level examinations, I'm done with CIMA, BS accounting degree, English diplomas, and other relevant professional and academic qualifications as well. And presently I'm employed as X company as an accountant since 2016. Did you understand? Great. That's the way I will introduce myself, no matter who's going to call me, in terms of a very organizational perspective. All right, great. So when it comes to the IELTS exam, you don't have to mention the entire stuff, but you stay prepared. We never know what will the examiner ask. He might ask you about your family. Tell me about your family. Then you need to just cut and paste. No? Tell me about your workplace. Cut and paste. Tell me about the place you live. I live in Norway, so on and so forth. Okay, be smart. Think twice before speaking. If you said something, you cannot take it back, no, because especially these recordings are being recorded. The sessions are being recorded by them. Pronunciation, accent, grammar, vocabulary is compulsory. Okay, great. And after they are done with the initial identification, the examiner, they will be asking a small, basically, chat with you, casual chat with you. Okay, so if you're going to talk about, like, imagine they ask about the place where you live, they will ask, where do you live? All right, which district? And how's the weather condition these days? And how long have you been living in that particular place? And what are the advantages of living in that place? And basically, what are the disadvantages that you're living in that particular place? We call it as X place. And how would you see the X place construction within another 10 years of time? Okay. And basically, what sort of, if you become a minister, whatever, governmental superhero, what sort of a construction that you will do behalf of your X place? Those sort of a small casual chat, they will ask from you. From many of my students, they are asked, what is the favorite movie that you watched recently? Tell me about your best friend. What's the name of your best friend? And what is his favorite quality? What's his favorite quality that you admire? And basically, tell me a moment that your friend has helped you. Alright, so on and so forth. So if I'm going to talk about my imagine novel, I will just give you a demonstration answer for your, for the information and for your future, just to pass this exam. Alright, and if I'm going to ask about, if they ask about hometown, I'm going to talk about Novel. So if they ask what are the advantages of living in Novel, Novel is one of the most unique cities in Sri Lanka, which belongs to capital, and it has given me immense contribution towards proceeding with my day-to-day workaholic pace in terms of highly equipped infrastructure facilities, and all the luxury amenities can be seen close by, and especially walking distance. And also, in order to attain my physical endurance, there's a special jogging track also been constructed where I can just maintain my healthiest accomplishments, something like that. Okay, number 2, you can talk about, they will ask from me, what are the disadvantages of living in Norway? Oh my hometown. I would say now, when it comes to disadvantages, even though it matches, very, very few disadvantages can be seen, but one of the main issue is especially during office time as well as school time, there's an intense level of traffic congestion can be seen in the roads. As a result, the traveling has become sort of a devastated concern. Moreover, sometimes due to this immense factories due to the commercialization of novel. Many factories and many offices being put on. As a result, the environmental pollution has become a severe impact these days. As a result, I don't think the fresh air that I'm breathing in now comes in the correct oxygen content, because the air pollution being occurred as a disadvantage of factory in industrialization that's happening in Naval. Okay. All right, let me tell you another one for you to just get the perfect idea. Number 3, within another 10 years of time, how would you see Naval? I would definitely see my Naval, my hometown Naval, as one of the most unique and the luxurious, as well as well-equipped place or a city, where most of and where it will be highly residential in the future, because I have seen many apartment complexes are now started to put on, and as well as highly commercialized blue chip companies, as well as franchises, international food chains also started their operations now with new branches, as well as the quality of life among the residents also will develop in a drastic manner. So hence I would definitely see Mahabali in one of the most unique, as well as the luxurious, as well as the like at a competitive edge among other cities in Sri Lanka within another 10 years of time. Thank you. Okay. And after that, they will jump the gun. Once they're satisfied, they will jump the gun for task number 2. Spoken. Okay. Great. So I think I have fulfilled your questions. I have fulfilled your blanks. All right. That is my happiness. Just to make sure you pass. Okay. Just to make sure you pass with flying colors, without coming from my classes. So I just want to make you pass, because this is a service that I'm going to do just to pass everybody with perfect intention, with the best intention, not for profit maximization like other people. All right, so pass Pambas, get my warm regards, guys, for your future. And whatever said and done, if you have any doubt, you can just put a comment. I will definitely answer them related to IELTS. And for today, I think I have accomplished my goal of providing you the in-depth knowledge with a lot of practical stuff, even which are very much facilitating for your future, the best day I can. All right, so I will see you soon, all of you soon, with another perfect video very soon. And let me know your concerns, the areas where you are struggling in your IELTS exam, as well as whatever related to English. Okay, all the very best. I will wish you again the best of luck for your future examinations. Okay, all the very best. Stay blessed, stay indoors, take care.